real men drink whiskey and eat hardtack. Well, I don't drink alcohol, and I have severe celiac disease, so I don't eat wheat or hardtack or anything like it, so call me what you would like. But I disagree with that statement. Now, that was kind of a fun lead in, but it really is the approach and the mindset that I believe a lot of guys, men have, especially the ones that are leaving comments, almost identical to each other, which is kind of weird. They're the ones that are like calling everybody sheep and stuff like that, but then they copy each other. Whatever, I'll leave that to the side. But they'll say things like, what did real men do before this beard oil trend? What did real men do before you put all these girly products on your face? And I want to make a video that's very simple for you to share with those people. I want to make a video that's easy to search for and find. I want to make a video that's easy to help ease your mind if you've had any of these thoughts and is just backed by history and facts. Now, I do need to preface this and say I have a history of beard oil video that's years and years old that's going to be much more detailed. That goes into the first beard oil, that goes into all these different things. Check that one out. This one's just a little bit more just addressing people that are saying what real men do. And to start off, men have always cared for their beards. As far back as we have writing, as far back as we have prehistory and we have stories or we have pictures and drawings and just ways that are sharing information through the generations, men, some of the strongest, some of the most manly, coveted men ever cared for their beards, and I will give you guys some examples. But first, I should introduce myself. I am a man. My name is Dan. I'm a former middle school history teacher of 12 years, bachelor's degree, 2 master degrees. But above all, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I take care of my family. I love my wife. I set the example for my daughter for how men should treat her. I set the example for my sons for how they should treat women. I really love being a man, and I'm very proud of that. If you guys agree with that approach, hit a thumbs up. If you guys like to hear about beard stuff, history stuff, good vibes, just building up a man stereotype and stigma that's not toxic, consider subscribing. I genuinely believe you're in the right place. Shout out to those existing subscribers that keep pushing better ways to approach mindsets with facial hair, manhood, and just everything in general. So to kick it off, if we ask guys, men, who are some of the toughest like warriors and men of all time, they're going to say things like, yeah, Leonidas and those 300 Spartans. All right, I mean, yeah, I agree. I love teaching the Battle of Thermopylae. I love the Greco-Persian Wars. That's a huge passion of mine. Did you know the Spartans, the night before battle, took care of their beards? They had an actual grooming ritual that involved olive oil and then combing their beards. Wait, Leonidas, like that fought? Yeah. Yes. All right, yeah, okay. What about the Vikings? They pillaged. They went to different cities and towns and took everything and burned it down. And we know what else they did and all those terrible things. Those are real men. No, the Vikings was just a general term. It's not any specific group or area, but you guys know what we're talking about here. They were some of the most well-groomed men of all time. They were often buried with specific beard combs and even beard tweezers, because sometimes they didn't like gray hairs. We're still fighting that stigma, but that's another time. They cared for their beards. They used oil of whatever area was local and what was used at that time. They were passionate about being clean. They were very, very hygienic. These men, the blood, the sweat, the tears of their enemies, they cared for their beards. All right, Dan, well, it can't be older than that. What about before all that? What about the Aborigines of Australia? How far back does that go? Are we talking tens of thousands of years? Yeah, some estimates up to 40,000 years ago. We have stories and pictures and then eventually documentation of Aborigines men, the Aboriginals, that are using bird oil on their beards specifically to soften it and care for it. What about the Egyptians? Yep, check. They would actually use heat on their beards. We have curling irons. They would wear fake beards because they wanted their beard to look so great. Dang it, Dan, come on, man. Men have cared for their beard. Men have cared for their appearance, their skin, their hair for generation after generation after generation. There is nothing girly about caring for the way that you look, you feel, you smell. That is manly to me. I don't think there's anything manly about smelling terrible, looking terrible, not having that ability to care for yourself. I think that this is something that we can absolutely turn the page on. We can 100% account for the men that have those mindsets with things like insecurities. They don't believe that they can get their beard to look a certain way. So what's the easiest way to deflect those thoughts? Say that that way is stupid and girly. Insecurities. They just don't know otherwise. Ignorance. Insecurities, ignorance. There's a lot of reasons we can point to why men are acting like this. And I'm not going to say that they're not men. I'm not going to say that they are women. All these other things. I'm not resorting to insults. I'm just telling you, I've learned after year after year after year, that type of approach is almost always anchored in ignorance and insecurity. I would love to hear your thoughts on the matter down below. I would love to hear if you thought a certain way and then something changed your mind. Do you have friends, coworkers, family that are like this? How do you respond? Please feel free to share this video with them. Please feel free to have them reach out to me. And if you want more details, check out my history of beard oil video. It's a little bit older, but I do think that the content's very good. Thank you guys for watching today. My name is Dan C. Bearded. Proudly, please stay bearded and stay positive.